Dear traders, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our Monday trading session, or better to say market overview session, with an element of trading. I'm happy to see you all here with me, so thanks for joining. If you have any questions, I will be very happy to answer them, my dear friends, my dear traders. My name is Thomas, and I will be doing the following webinar for you today. So guys, are there any questions that you want to ask me? So if you do, please write them to our chat, right, which is right next to the webinar window. What else do I want to say before we begin? So first of all, I would like to congratulate our traders from India, because we have a new asset which is available for trading. I suppose it's only available in India. It should only be available in India for trading, but I might be wrong. I haven't checked that 100%. So since I work for the company, some of the features are also available for me as well. And so yeah, this trading asset is, as you can see, available to me. So Cricket 23 index. What is this index all about? So we had this cricket event. We had some event dedicated to cricket. And basically this asset was like a part of it, and eventually it is here. So this asset, it's kind of like this cricket industry index, I would say. So basically it reflects the prices of companies who are directly or not so directly or indirectly are involved in this gaming, in this all the activities related to cricket, and so it's conveyed as quotes, and you can actually open trades with that. So feel free to do it if you like cricket or if you like trading. So this asset, it's very technical, right? So I looked at it, and it seems very, very nice. I also did, so it's I would like to share some things with you. So as you can, of course, imagine, OLYMP TRADE is a big company with a big number of people. And of course, there is a certain turnover, like maybe 5% of people are leaving the job, and then 5% are joining the job. It happens every year, right? So between 5 and 10%, that is a normal thing. But the point is that I was really, so last week I spent almost probably half of my working time I was educating new people who's joined us. Some of them are joining say one department, other department, so it doesn't really matter. But the point is, I was really explaining to them some of the things that are so natural to me. It's I never confuse left and right. I never confuse north and south. So for me, some things are so much are so strongly embedded in my mind, in my memory, in my overall mind, trading mind. So sometimes I'm why is it taking so long to understand some simple concepts? And then I put myself, in their shoes, and I took myself back, with imagination. Unfortunately, not completely, but just with imagination. Say 10 years back. And I remembered how difficult it was for me to even look at the Japanese candlesticks chart, at this kind of chart, and to sort of notice that it's like this. It's really the line behind it, but it's a little different. So the point is that trading is on the one hand, it's not as difficult, for example, as higher mathematics. So it doesn't require probably some real high level of IQ or something. I don't know. I'm probably not so good at higher maths, even though I'm all right at maths. But trading is a little different. So it requires persistence, it requires attention, and it requires concentration. So these are the probably three main components of successful learning, and also its ability to honestly receive feedback from the market. Yes, the market here is the only person basically in front of you, your opponent, so to say. who will tell you whether you are on the right path with your strategy, with your money management, and with other techniques, or there is something needs to be corrected, changed in the way you trade. All right. And also maybe one final thought before I begin the webinar was that we actually did try different ways of combining charts, and that was quite interesting. You know, I really found some really interesting combinations of indicators, like by like combining bear's power with EMA 20 and with the momentum 14, with the 14 momentum. So that is a really interesting combination when you also pay attention to also like so this crossing happens, but it happens from where, like in which phase or in which stage based on the bear's power signal. Okay, so maybe we'll talk about that later on, or we might open some trades during today's webinar, because I don't really have too much to say, not so much information going on the markets, but definitely I would like to mention some of those. So first of all, before we start, right? Let me check the chat. So, hello, sir. Good evening. Hello, Navid, Alex, Alexander. Hello, Adil. We need a guidance for stock marketing. What is that? Stock marketing. Hello, good sir. I'm from the Philippines. Hello to the Philippines. Hello, brother. Fresher. Well, yeah, guys. If you are fresh here, you're just starting. So probably the most important advice you are going to hear is that trading is not a sprint, it's a marathon, right? So that's an important concept. So basically it tells you not to, really push yourself like too hard, trying to learn everything within like 1 week and trying to make money like the next day. No, it's a new skill, it's a new hobby. It's like, I'm pretty sure, like 100%, I'm sure that every one of us has, at least has had at least one hobby in their lifetime, right? So I learned how to play the guitar. I learned a few different languages. I learned like Spanish, German, French. So a few other languages. I know it's kind of like my hobby, speaking different languages or like learning about them. And like at first, like I wasn't really expecting, to to learn it within like 1 month. Right, I had some realistic expectations that I would be able to talk some phrases after 1 month or something. But I never had this, unrealistic expectation that after doing, 10 hours of a language, I would be like, I would be speaking like a native speaker. No, of course not. And you should sort of have the same attitude towards trading, because trading is not about trying to make a lot of money within 1 week and then going on this like endless vacation and till the end of your life enjoying the profits of this 1 week of trading. No, it's not like that. It's really it's a job. It's a I shouldn't say it's hard job. It's a job that requires certain skills, and it's not suitable for everyone. So you have to be realistic about that, because certain people with certain types of characters probably will be just maybe or they're just gonna have to have some hard time with learning how to trade and actually executing trades. So it's all about like psychological difficulty. It's not so much about comprehension, understanding the concepts that lie behind this idea, beyond these the charts, right? But when it comes to opening trades, executing your trading strategy, that is a very difficult topic. So there is some basic analytics. Definitely, like I'm probably gonna tell you 100% that this section of the platform is going to be like expanded and better like enhanced in the future. So as of now, it has a very basic functionality. So you have baseline success rate, which basically tells you your current success rate, which is baseline success rate is your kind of like break-even point when you trade with 82% rate of return. Because if you trade with 90% rate of return, your baseline success rate is 52 profitable trades out of 100, which is almost 50-50. So, I mean, with a very basic strategy, you can already make some money. And the number of profitable trades. So yes, and your current success rate. So now 2 trades closed with a profit, I made some money, right? But of course, you need to look at the bigger picture. We don't have this thing or this statistics or this analytics tool available for Forex, but I think since the end of last week, since maybe today, it's available on every Android application. So if you haven't updated your Android app, maybe the time has come to do so, because you're going to have a chance to enjoy the, well, at least some analytics. And I'm pretty sure that this section is going to be expanded, because it's a very important thing to actually give you an idea how things work and how to work with that. Now, some of my good trades from last week, Euro USD. So I looked at the chart and I noticed that the price was breaking below, the price broke under a very strong support level here. And I knew that I shouldn't just set my stop loss, my take profit at plus 200%. So instead I changed it to plus 350%. So in this single trade, I basically covered the loss of so with this profit, I can cover the losses of seven losing trades. Okay, so because my basic stop loss in every Forex trade equals 50%, by default, usually it's like that. And then, so here I made a profit of 350%. So that's basically the ratio. So of course, it doesn't happen often. Doesn't happen always. It does happen often, depending on your trading skills, etc. But of course, it's very important to look after your success rate. So, for example, here on Brent, I had a losing trade. Maybe I think I should have probably put my stop loss a little closer while it was trading here, but all right, I accept this loss, and and I move on. Now I do have a few more trades open, which is the Euro USD, and I should probably put it already into some profitable area. So the multiplier here is 100. That is why this trade is moving a little slower than the previous one, because the previous one had a, what was that, the multiplier? So it was like plus 500, but I extended this stop loss like this, so that's why my final multiplier is this, not like a round number, FX 313. So basically, because I put more money into this trade, and that allowed me to sort of wait in the safe zone, so I didn't get kicked out of this trade by this surge in price. Whew, I hope I explained it right and you understand what I mean. So a few more questions. So unless you're all OLYMP TRADE community, their promo code, well, all promo codes are here in our like Traders Way, and once you click here, you get some promo code. So you need to press use it, or use risk-free trades, skip status, risk-free trades, etc. So it's all here. Please speak Hindi. Well, unfortunately, I don't speak Hindi. I don't know anything else except Namaste. And I know Namaste and Namaskar, and I know Tikke. These are the only 3 words that I know. But we do have guys from India, and they conduct webinars on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, I think, on our OLYMP TRADE India channel. So Himanshu, Hemant, I think Kanak also, and yeah, probably them three. Do you organize a private class to teach freshers? Well, that's a difficult thing because we don't really have like a dedicated class, but we do have well, first of all, we have group sessions on our India channel, and also, well, first of all, there is so much information here. If you click here, if you click this help button, you're going to be redirected to trading tutorials. So trading tutorials, and basically there is a bunch of information here. Okay, so that's the basic tutorial. Finish it. Okay. And here you can find some video lessons. Now, if your service level is advanced or expert, then you're eligible for either 1 or 4 or up to 4 trading consultations per month. So on starter level, there are no consultations included, but then on advanced level, there is 1 consultation per month, and on level expert, there are 4 consultations per month. So you can request them by contacting customer support, and they will get us in touch with you and will help you do your first steps in trading. So we don't really have like a group class, and yeah, it's another story. Oh wow! Hello to Punjab. Hello to Nigeria. Hello to India. Trade to mobile, please. USD CHF will go up. All right, let's have a quick look at what's going on with our assets today. So USD CHF, will it really go up? I don't really feel that it's like bound to go up right now, even though it seems that this asset is kind of like reversing. But since it's a very slow asset in its nature, then I don't even know how long it's gonna take. Oh well, it's all right actually. It's not too bad. So we can actually get some real nice profits. Yeah. So even with that, yeah, 100%. Okay, so it's all right. Yes, so we can double the trade. We can double our amount, our trading amount. Let's open $5. Okay, so $5 I can risk. I can accept this risk anytime. So $5, and yes, we are really really looking upwards here. Now, the most interesting asset of last week is of course Bitcoin. So cryptocurrencies finally they started moving, and we saw this attempt to break under this real strong resistance level, or support level. Okay, so there was an attempt to really break below and sort of go towards 26,000, then 25, then probably 24. I don't think that Bitcoin can actually go any much further than that, because it seems like it's still really hot, and people don't really like whenever it drops. So whenever you have a bull's market, so it means that everyone is like sort of excited about some asset. So in this case, Bitcoin. So in this case, uh, um, investors, whenever they see a dip like this, so for example, the price goes up and everyone doesn't not many people want to buy it here. So there are many people, there are many investors who want to buy it, but they don't want to buy it here at this price. So they usually want to wait for a little drop in price, like this one, like this one, like this one, like this one. So basically, it's this strategy when you buy, when you open positions on your the so-called dips, right, or so pullbacks. Okay, as for my opinion, I think that we will really go up. I don't see any like sort of, yeah, since we managed to break above this resistance level. So I think Bitcoin will definitely go up. It's difficult to say now because so far banking crisis, like even though we don't hear that many news about banks, about banking crisis, probably didn't hear them last week or something, or this week so far. Haven't heard anything, but the problem has not gone anywhere. You know, since if we are not looking at the problem, it doesn't mean that the problem doesn't exist. So in fact, the problem exists, and yeah, it's can happen anytime soon. So, and Bitcoin might be one of those the so-called safe haven assets, like the way gold used to be. So yeah, why don't we open another trade here? And we can open some serious trades, 1,500. Yeah, I think that's the right volume here. For example, gold, right? So gold usually acts as a the safe haven asset. And as you can see now, gold, so it has not moved much above the 2000 mark. So since it broke above, but the fact that it stays there and it doesn't drop below the 2000 level again, it's a very strong sign, a strong indication that something's boiling there, right? Something's cooking there. Okay, so and eventually this resistance level will be broken either above or maybe in some case it will drop here. But I still think that we are heading north here, and yeah, after that we can easily go to 2100, 2200, 2300, etc. Now, some of the most some interesting news today are coming from actually, I think it's some really, I don't know if you can tell me, but what's going on in Turkey, because they had elections yesterday, but it's really strange that the results have not been announced completely. The final results have not been announced, as far as I understand. So it's kind of like a little bit of vacuum. So we are going to see what will happen to Turkey, because Turkey is a key player in the current geopolitical tensions, and so if Erdogan keeps his presidential place, that's scenario number one, and if he loses, that's scenario number two. All right. So I guess, yeah, gold, and since I already have one trade, but I think I want to open one more trade, so why not 1,500 upwards, because the sentiment here remains bullish. And we can also conduct another trend line here. All right, so like that. Now, our very interesting friend here, the euro against the United States dollar. So this probably the most heavily traded currency pair in the world, the most volatile and the heaviest one, in other words. So here we can see that the price broke below its previous uptrend, and since there are since the middle of March, things were looking good for Europe, but now it looks like the problems are coming back to Europe, and there are so many problems with overall European policies. There is a clash of powers, not just between Europe and other countries, but also within Europe between France and Germany, and they start and their disagreements things that they disagree about, they keep rising and tensions keeps rising. So of course it's not going to be like a conflict or anything like that, but that might lead to a huge significant change in the monetary policies in Europe and other things about regarding considering manufacturing, considering production, energy, etc. And you also have to take into account that during the last report, so durable orders in Germany, they got reduced by minus 10%. They went down by minus 10%, which is the biggest drop since 2008. Okay, so and the German automotive industry, like BMW, we all know them, Mercedes, Volkswagen, BMW. So all these companies, they are currently suffering. Now, let me see if I have any questions. So no more questions. Okay, so Euro USD, right? So what would be the main possible scenario? So the most obvious scenario would be here if the price sort of goes up here, and then you want to open a down trade from here. So now I don't really think that the euro has so much power to actually go all the way up here, but this might happen. So watch this asset closely. And there will be something interesting there. I'm 100% sure about that. So one final thing that I want to talk about today is basically this. So the economic calendar. Let's see when do we have a lot of news. So Thursday seems like a very interesting day because there is so much. So basically the European policies, which I mentioned about. So there will be Christine Lagarde's speech about that. So that's very important to watch. Now today there is nothing, no news releases. But tomorrow it seems like a huge. There is a lot of news coming out on the economic calendar, and at the same time, I don't really see many of them important ones, except, well, of course, Chinese industrial production. So that is really important. And also core retail sales in the United States, which is a huge indicator which shows us, which tells us whether things are going good or bad in the economy, because it basically says that if prices go up, then it means that people have money to buy things, and usually, yeah, it's an indication that things are going well with the economy. Now, and on the contrary, yeah, if prices go down, then it's usually a sign that something is not going right. Now, GDP of Japan, important thing. CPI, inflation in the Eurozone. Yes, once again, it's a very important release, so let's watch this closely. So building permits, okay, so that's not so much important, doesn't really change a lot. And like I said, a speech by Christine Lagarde, which will be a very strong one. So as you can see, we don't really have too many news, but every day we have one or two more or less important news releases that are important to the market and that can actually take us somewhere. So in conclusion, let's have a quick look at the Japanese yen, because I think that might be a very interesting asset. So yes, one of my best trades last week actually happened when I short sold this chart. There was this double top formation, like kind of like this perfect one, just like you see it in the books. So we need to connect this one with this one, sort of exchanged it into the future, and we can open another trend line. And yes, as you can see, we have another support level coming here. So as you can see, we are now in the ascending triangle, and currently we are kind of trading in between. So I wouldn't really open any trades right now, but I would definitely watch this asset closely when the price goes here or the price goes there. So in this case, we can set a notification like this. So all you need to do is you need to click here, or you want to put it here, that's also fine, but I'd rather put it here a little bit above, because I think we might see another kind of like triple top, triple rebound situation. So that is very interesting, and these news releases from Japan and also from the Eurozone, they are going to tell us, give us some hints about what's going on with these currencies and in which direction to open our trades. Now, I think this is going to be it for today. So it doesn't seem like we have a lot of breaking news currently right now, at least at this point. So I will probably stop my webinar here, and so our trading week has just begun. We have so many more different webinars this week, so please check our channels. We do conduct webinars in Hindi, in Spanish, in Portuguese, in Arabic, and of course in English on this global channel every Wednesday and Friday. So my colleagues, my friends will be doing these webinars, and you can learn from their experience, from their trading. So it's good to learn from mistakes, and also to learn from good trades. So basically how to avoid mistakes, and how to copy successful ones, how to replicate success. Now, at this point, I would like to thank you all for your attention, and if you need some help, please write to customer support here in our channel or on your platform, and our customer support specialist will be happy to help you, and probably even book a trading session with one of our trading experts at the VIP department. So thank you very much for your attention, guys, and I will see you next week. Have a good day and a wonderful trading week. Bye-bye.